Hello and welcome to So That's Gaming. So this is the second video. We're going to show you a quick setup guide on how to get this thing set up. I'm not going to go too in depth, but let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so you guys have already seen the unboxing of all this. So, first thing we gotta get set up is figure out where we're gonna place our lighthouses. Now, in the first video I showed you mounting brackets that you would use to bolt it to the wall, and then these would mount to those. Well, that is no good for anyone that has any kind of a mobile operation. You can't take it to a friend's house because you gotta unbolt everything. It's a hassle. So, what I'm using is a light stand. It's with a modified tip. This is this tip. I'm gonna get a good close up of this for you. Now, this will allow the lighthouse to swivel. We'll be able to extend it, and it'll shoot down at about a 45-degree angle. So, this is what we're mounting our lighthouses to. And we'll have one, will be set up over here, and another one behind the camera. Obviously, the first thing you're going to need before you do any of this kind of stuff is make sure you have a computer that is capable of running this room scale setup. So first things first, we're going to get the lighthouses set up and we'll continue. Alright, we just got one of the lighthouses set up. Let's go and show you that. There it is up there, all set up. It's pointing down about a 45-degree angle. And here you go. This is what it looks like mounted up here. See, we'll be able to tilt it and swivel it however we need. So let me get this set up and I'll be right back. So now our lighthouses are set up in either corner. Now after you power them on, there'll be a green indicator light on both of them. There'll be a little letter digital readout. One will say C, one will say B. Not sure what the significance of C and B and why not A and B, but anywho. So next we have our link box. We have to get this hooked up. Now I mentioned before that we have the different hookups in the back. Now, those of you hardcore gamers out there that are running dual GPUs, I didn't know this, but when you're hooking this up, your link box to the headset needs to be connected to the same video card that your primary display is on. So you can't like plug your primary display in one port and your headset into another card altogether. They need to be on the same card. So I didn't know that, trial and error, but we got it up and running. So here's your power input, the USB. We're going to be using the display port since I only have one HDMI per card, and this needs to be on the same card. And then the TV behind me we'll be using for the HDMI input. So let me get that all hooked up and we'll be right back. Alright, well, link box is hooked up, lighthouses are hooked up. Only thing left to do is plug in the headset and do the room scale setup, and then we'll be ready to play VR. So let's see. I think it's awesome that these are coded. You know, the front side of the link box has orange outlets, and the head of the headset cables are orange tipped. I guess they wanted to make sure it was idiot proof. Alright, so that's hooked up. All I have to do now is go through the room scale setup, and then we're ready to play some VR. So, alright, let me get a couple things set up, and then I'll walk you through the room scale. Alright, so as you can see, we have the room scale up and running. We're going to start the room scale setup here. We have a pretty good sized room. Okay, so clear everything out of the way. Click next. Oh, looks like everything is ready to go, so let's go ahead and locate your monitor. Okay, so we're going to point this to the monitor. Now if you're recording videos, you want this to be pointed away from the TV, because if you're recording you playing VR games, which I will be doing later, you'll point away from the screen. This makes it so while you're playing VR, you're actually pointing away from the screen. Alright, so we got locate the floor. Okay, so the the Vive needs to know where the floor is located. So you put your controllers on the floor, and then click Calibrate Floor. And there you go. Next, measure your space. Now this is the interesting part. With your controllers, you actually draw an outline. Alright, so we're going to start this. Click next. You can see how it's tracking control on the screens there. See? Headset's on the floor. So what we're going to do, go right up to the edge. You can't go over anything because you're drawing the grid. So holding down the trigger will draw a perimeter around the area. I like to leave a little bit of room for the legs of people that might be sitting down spectating you. This is going to be the largest scale room that I have done so far, so this ought to be quite a bit of fun. I think we're just about there. There we are. Alright, let's see what we got. Looks like we have a good area. Let's see. Now, if your area is too small, it will be indicated, this will be red, and show how much larger you need to make it. So, according to this, we're good to go. Next. Setup's complete. It's that easy. And done. So there. I'm not going to show any games, don't want to have any teasers, but that's pretty much the basics of how to get everything set up and get your room set up. Ready to go and play VR. So, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoyed it. And if you're looking for something else to watch, you click the video to my left or the video to my right. And don't forget to get subscribed to see more of my content by clicking the little cartoon me just below. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.